Hello, welcome, welcome. Trying to bring this down so that when I work in this little book, you can actually see. Oh dear, I need a place to set this. I'm not ready. I'm sorry, I was having trouble. I almost didn't have internet out here, and I'm not sure what was wrong, but I think I got it fixed. So I'm glad. If you're watching the replay, welcome. I'm glad you're here, and I'll get started whenever people actually show up because it is a live stream, or it's going to be a live stream when people are live. If live people show up, oh, it's been that kind of day for me. Um, you can see this finger's kind of red and swollen. Yeah, I had to force my ring off because I did some yard work yesterday and this finger was swelling. So I had to force my ring off, and now I've bruised it all up. But at least I was able to get it off without having to cut it. I was afraid I was going to have to cut it. In fact, I tried. If I had had more strength, I probably would have cut it off, but I didn't have the strength to for the pliers to actually cut it off. And I'm glad now that I was able to get it off a different way because I would hate for it to have cut it. But anyway, it was it was not easy. What I'm going to do is work in this little book. I'll show you the pages I've already done with stamps as the focal point. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. And I've done several different kinds in here, so um, I can pretty much do anything I want, and there's precedent for it. I think. Got fabric, got paper, got string. Um, anyway, that's what I'm going to do if I can. This finger's really giving me fits, and so that's one reason I chose to do this and not to try to sew the signatures into that other book because it just would not be comfortable. So I know someone's watching, but I don't know who you are because you're not in chat, and that's okay. I just can't say hi to you. Oh, there we go. Hi, Brittany. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to play with my little stamp book. Um, ooh, that it's hard to see what that one actually is. It's a T-Rex, but it takes up so much space. It wouldn't really leave anything good. And this is the sun with the solar loops. It says no. The sun. I don't know. Some of the words are messed up. Something loops. Thanks. I think so. I was planning to sew signatures into my other journal, but I really messed up this finger, so I have to do something that doesn't involve a lot of this. And I've got my scrap box over here. So that's what we're gonna do. First thing I want to do, I guess, is find a focal point. And in this book, I'm using stamps for the focal point. Okay, I think these may all be Christmas. These are all Christmas. Okay. I'm not really wanting to do a Christmas one. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm just throwing some over there I think I might want to use. Maybe that one. How are you doing today, Brittany? Are you feeling pretty good? It's really hot, and I know that makes it harder. That one's kind of fun. It's a basket. I've already done an Elvis page. I don't need more than one Elvis page. There's Boy Scouts, airplanes. Not feeling those today. Oh. Not sure what that is, but it's pretty. It's some nonprofit organization. Oh, that's a good thing. Yes. Well, you need to enjoy those days and rest when you've got them right now, because that's important to get enough rest. It makes the other days possible. Of course, you're young and healthy, so I'm sure that everything's fine. There's another one. Okay. You know, who is this? It's a lady from Budapest. Is that right? Did I read that right? I can't read today. Yeah. I kind of like her. I don't know. She's probably somebody important in Budapest, but I don't know. So I'm gonna set these aside, and we're just gonna play with however many of those we can get done. What's this? Some old explorer guy. Let's see what it says. Hans socks. Oh, that's pretty. All right, we're gonna start with those, and I don't imagine that I'll get that many done, but it gives us a place to start. Oh, that was not going to be good. I almost caused a craft a lynch because I just have too much junk out here. I was having trouble getting my internet to work out here, and I don't know what changed, but it finally fixed itself, and so I was able to get on. I'm looking forward to being able to do this in the house so that I don't have to worry about that. Ethan's going to help me get an Ethernet connection in the house, and oh no, not that. There we go. Oh, don't tell you, I'm just trying to dump everything. I don't think I'm very what's the word? I can't even think of the word. I'm not um I'm not up to par today. Let's just put it that way. Hi Sharon. Hi Barbara. I'm glad y'all are here. I think we're going to see if we can. Sometimes if you pull like this, you can get it off from behind the stamp without tearing up the stamp, and that's what I'm trying to do with this one. Uh-oh, it didn't work. Okay. That one may not get used. I'm struggling with everything today. Thank you. Well, I hoped that you would. No, Tanya, she's got a lot of stuff going on. She's got to help her mom out with some stuff, and I'm not sure exactly what, but she just couldn't make it today. So I almost didn't. Like I said, my internet was not wanting to work, and I mean the internet's working in the house, but out here it was not wanting to work. I called yesterday and canceled my home phone service because canceling that gave me almost enough money to pay for Ethan's internet over in the apartment. And that's good because he needs that. So he needs that, and I need him to have it. So not that one. Hi, Nicola. I'm glad you're here. And I don't know um, what all I'm going to use on this. I don't even know which stamp I was planning. Oh, I think it was this one I was looking at. So, um, unfortunately, Tanya can't be here, but hopefully next week. And Barbara, are you still wanting to um, stream with me on the 7th and have a birthday party? A Barbara's birthday party? I hope that that's still going to work for you. Okay. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer without. Yeah, that looks better. Yay! All right, I'm glad. Oh, yesterday I was working in the garden with my mom, and I don't know what I did to this finger. There's maybe I have a touch of arthritis in this finger. I'm not sure, but it started swelling and hurting yesterday evening, and then it wasn't terrible, but it was noticeable. You know, I can't bend it like as bad. Well, I can now bend it better, but it still hurts. But last this morning when I woke up, I couldn't bend it beyond like this. It was so swollen. And I spent all morning trying to get my ring off without having to have it cut off. And the swelling's gone down some since I got my ring off. But man, that hurt. I found all kinds of ways you can get a ring off that probably would have all worked just fine, except that my ring about 3 years ago, I caught my hand in the door and it didn't touch my hand, it just smashed my ring. So my ring, instead of being round, is kind of like this. Well, not that much, but yeah, it's kind of ovally instead of round. And so, a lot of the methods that they use that I think would work great if your ring was round won't work if it's not because it wouldn't once I got to the knuckle, it wouldn't they a lot of them involve twisting the ring as you're taking it off and I couldn't do that. I just had to pull and pull on it until and just force it off. That's what I had to do and it hurt pretty bad, but and I put ice on it before that and then used Dawn dishwashing liquid and just forced it off. I have never tried to take my ring off when it was that hard to get off. But yeah, I think that actually is from getting the ring off because it wasn't that red before; it was just swollen. But I'm gonna put ice on it again when I get off. That's a good idea. But I have already iced it once this morning, and you can almost see a little bit of a bruise right there. Anyway, it's weird, and my hand feels naked because I've never gone without my ring since Darren put it on my finger. I mean, I've taken it off some. When I was pregnant, I had to put on, we bought just a regular wedding band that didn't have diamonds or anything for me to wear that was bigger than my ring. But right now, it's swollen enough I can't even get that band on. And and that's not the one that I want to wear anyway because that's one we bought when I was pregnant. It's not the one Darren gave me when we got married. Anyway, I told Hannah, I said, I'm fussing over this ring and not wanting to have to take it off or mess it up. And Darren would think I was being silly because he says our love is not in a ring. The ring is just an outward, you know, ornament that shows, you know, that we love each other. But he thought I was silly when I wanted another ring to wear when I was pregnant. But anyway, so he would be laughing if he could see, and maybe he does. I don't know how much how much work I put into trying to save that ring. And it's not like it couldn't be fixed. It could be, but it's I don't want to pay to have it fixed. I will have to pay to get it recircleized, but it's a symbol. Yes, Sherry. Welcome, welcome, Sherry. Glad you're here. Um. Anyway, I told Hannah I'm crying over this, and the thought of having to get it cut off. And your dad would just say, "Get it cut off. That's what needs to be done. Quit making a big deal out of it. It's not that. It's not that big a deal. Put it on a necklace. That's a good idea." It just feels wrong to take it off, and I know that it's not. It's not a big deal, but that's how it feels to me anyway. Um. Anyway, right now it's in my jewelry box, but I just don't want people to think that I've, I don't know, quit remembering how much I love Darren. I don't want anybody to think that if they see I don't have my ring on anymore. And I know it doesn't really matter what people think, but it still matters to me. Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate that. You don't think I'm being silly. I appreciate that. Trying to decide. Um, I don't really like the stamp right in the center, so I like to kind of um, make it where it's not centered. It's hard to it's harder to do the 25% rule or whatever that is when you're in a little bitty square page. I appreciate that. I know I can be honest with y'all. Janice, I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you. I just answered your question, but I'm glad you're here. Um well, Darren was a very practical person, and in fact he was so practical. He took me to choose my ring because he didn't want to make a wrong choice. So you don't stand on ceremony. Well, I'm glad, but I do like to let y'all know that I know you're here. So I only have an engagement ring, and when I got it, I was bowling and didn't want to bowl with it on, so I just got a cheap silicone band from Walmart to wear when I don't want to wear the diamond. I think that's a great idea, Brittany. That's a great idea. And those silicone bands are nice for a lot of reasons. I know a couple of people who just got a tattoo. Now that's commitment. But one of them did it because of the kind of work he does. He works with machinery, and the other one just had a couple of other marriages and wanted to commit to this one as the forever one, and um, so they got it tattooed. Both of them, the husband and wife, they both got tattoos. Yeah. Well, I've always just had the one that Darren gave me when we got married, and the one that we bought when I was pregnant with Ethan. Um, Hi, Nashua. I'm glad you're here. Darren has had three. The one we got when we got married, Ethan threw it away when he was a little bitty kid, and we didn't know until after the trash had already gone out and it was too late. So we bought him another one, just like the first one. And then when we went on keto in 2017 and Darren lost a lot of weight, that one kept falling off. So he took it off and put it somewhere. I can't find it. I don't know where it is. And so we just got a cheap one at Walmart for him to wear. And that's the one that I have, is the one that he was wearing when he passed away. So I don't know what happened to the other one, but yeah. Well, you have them, and I'm glad I still have mine. And as long as you don't like, if you don't like to wear rings, then yeah, you know, it doesn't matter. Um, that's the only jewelry I've worn in years, though, is that one ring. I don't wear earrings very much. I don't wear other rings. I've got other rings, but I don't wear them. And in fact, I've given two of them to Hannah already, the other rings that I have. And um, so that was my only piece of jewelry that I would actually wear. And so my hand feels naked without it. But right now it's hurting, so it reminds me, you know. um, anyway, I think I like that, except I think I want to do some stamping on it before I put this on. So I need to go ahead and glue these down. Okay. Okay. I keep saying I'm going to try that press and seal thing that Andrea showed me. Um, and then I keep doing it the way I've always done it. I'll try to get that out and show y'all. Um, uh-oh. Come on. This is a textured um, paint chip, and so it's not wanting to. Yeah, I think that's a great idea, Brittany. You know, it doesn't have to be paint chips. It could just be anything just small, because that makes the focal point relatively large, you know, when the whole thing is small. At least that's what I like about it. And it's a good way to use these things. If you've got them, you might as well use them. So, okay. I wanted to stamp something. I wanted to carve stamps today, is one of the things I wanted to do, because I missed Carve December. But I couldn't get to my stamp carving tools for one thing. And then my finger is not really going to let me. Um, oh, this will be fun. We'll use this because this is all kind of circly, and so we'll add some squares to it. Um, Brittany says, I have a few of those small notebooks from Dollar Tree on the rings like yours is. The paper is colored and lined and perfect for little collages. Cool. Well, you have to do video. Do video. Because I want to see. It's not fair of me, is it, to demand that you do a video, but I'm trying to encourage, Brittany. Not trying to demand, I'm trying to encourage. I enjoy watching your videos, so. Okay, let's see how this looks with. Does it need something else? I like that, but I don't think it really needs anything else. What do y'all think? I don't have words on any of the others. I just have the stamp. Um, I do too. I think that's one of the better ones that I've done. I think it's useful in so many different situations, and it was fun to carve too. Hannah carved a stamp on a linoleum block that she's going to print onto um, a t-shirt. Actually, it's a tank top for one of her coworkers as a birthday present. And so it's real pretty. It's a poppy, and she hasn't printed it off yet. I mean, inked it off yet to know what it actually looks like. I don't think. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure where she put it, or I'd go get it and show you. Thank you, Brittany. I like it too. I think that stamp on there kind of pulled everything together. And since we've got the black lines on the stamp and the stamp on the stamp, um, I think that's good. And when I do these, I don't date them or anything. I just turn the page and move on to the next one. So, what would look good on this one? How about a castle? Oh no, Helen Keller would look good on this page. I think that's perfect. Okay, but I got to put something with it. We can't just put Helen Keller on there and let that be enough. But she's a good symbol of, getting your, how should I say, not letting your circumstances dictate your life. She's a good example of that. Ooh, that looks pretty. Okay, let's see what else we can find that will go with that. I haven't played in this stamp. I mean, this, what do you call this thing? Scrap box. My words are not coming today. I haven't played in this scrap box in a long time either, so. Okay, I think that's cute. Not much more, Barbara says. I happen to agree with you, Barbara. Um, I was just thinking that myself when you typed it in. Don't want to do too much because I tend to be able to do too much pretty easy. I'm thinking though maybe some a little scrap of, Sherry says a pop of color, and I don't know if she's calling this a pop of color or if she's saying I need a pop of color. But I'm thinking some maybe a bit of string behind the stamp would be good. I do think I want those just like that though, so I'm just going to go ahead and put those down. I don't know why I'm not using my glue stick. That's what I usually use on this, but oops. Let me know, Sherry. Were you saying this is a pop of color, or were you telling me I need a pop of color? I like to know what people mean when they tell me stuff because I don't always get it right. I don't always get it right. Okay, let me see what I'm looking over that way, that way at my thing hanging on the door that has some string and stuff in it, trying to decide it needs a tiny bit of color. Okay, well, maybe a string would be that tiny bit of color. What color do you think would go good? Jute, Janice says. And I should have some jute somewhere. I have some burlap that's kind of like jute. Oh, I'm going to run over there for a second and look and see what I can find. No, I'm not going to run. I'm going to walk. This is not a run kind of day. Okay, let me preface that with I don't have run kind of days anymore, I hope, because I don't run very well anymore. Hmm. Well, I need some scissors. Fix some of this. Some of this. I'm just grabbing a few things so we can try them out and see what we like. It's kind of hard to know what would be a good pop of color to add into that. that would just take away from the stamp. Well, I don't have that many choices over here that I think would actually look good with the stamp. Okay, I'll bring these over and we'll see if we like any of them. Oh, okay. Anything green or goldish? Sherry says. Well, I got goldish. I got green. And I agree with you. I think those would look good. I've also got these that are kind of neutrals. And then I've got this string, which is kind of what my first inclination was to do string. So let's put that down first and try it out. It's kind of hard to see what that would actually look like. It looks like this. And I think I like any of those. I haven't tried the burlap yet or the, let's take that edge off because it won't, you know, it won't do the thing that we like to do with it if I we could put that on there. The string might be too bulky. I mean, it's if it was glued down, it might not be. Of course, I could also just take half of it. That would make it less bulky. We've got the one that's just the color, but it's not very bright. And then we've got the one with the gold in it that has more color. That would definitely be a pop of color. It has gold and green in it. Those both of those together might be too much, but then I've also got this. We could put some of this in there. Not easily, evidently, but we could do it. We could put that in there. Or we could use the green. I kind of like it going off the page, and if we did that, I would want to put it up like this probably. And I love green, but I don't really like that. I've also got this. We could put this on there. Or we could do this. I just brought a few things, but the possibilities with them are practically endless. So I need some opinions. Sparkle is good without the green. I kind of like this that has some color in it though, and some sparkle. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Teresa. I'm glad you're here. Yes, Teresa, that's what I'm trying to do. Sherry said pop of color. That's what I'm trying to do. Is add some kind of pop of color, but there aren't that many colors that really look, I don't know, look like they belong with this stamp. Mm, gold leaf. This, or are you talking about put glue down and put gold leaf on it? Oh, it's okay, Teresa. It's just, it's not, I feel like I'd have to have it going off the page in order to be useful as color. And I like that fine. Been trying to do some work. Janice says a mustard gold might work like the other stamp up there. I don't know. This is very peachy. It's and that's peachy, and you can't really tell on the camera, but they're both very peachy, and I don't know if I think that would work. It looks beige on the camera, it does, but it's a very peachy color. And that's what's limiting me being able to find something that I like to work with it because it doesn't look, as good with some things as it might with others. Teresa got her Santa today. There's just a tiny bit of pink in this. Mm. Yeah, this has blue and green and yellow and pink. It has all those colors in it, but they're all muted just a little bit, which is what makes me think it might work. Well, I'll tell you what I like the best, and all you Papa Color people, I'm sorry, but this is what I like the best right here. Janice too. Okay. Well, since there's enough of you that agree with me on it, we'll save these pieces because we might can use them on a different one. Wow, Teresa, you've got a new language going on here. Just do it your way, Lisa. We trust you. Something like that. Just do it your way. I trust you. Okay. Your fingers moved over just a tad or something. I kind of got it though. Isn't that weird? Okay. I think I'm going to. I'm just going to do it my way. That's all right, Teresa. That is perfectly all right. Okay. I need something something here to pat that down with. You're just going to watch. Well, I understood what you were saying, so it was close enough. Your finger's not telling you what yeah. Well, that's fine. I know that's got to be frustrating for you, but I'm trying to do the rule of thirds here, I think. That's right. We read Taiwanese. It's amazing how much you really can read um, when it's not spelled right, you know. These fingers are hurting too. I don't know what I did. I was digging and planting, and maybe I don't need to be digging and planting. But for Mother's Day, my brother and sister and I bought my mom a big, it's 4 foot by 1 foot, I think, raised bed planter that stands up on legs so she doesn't have to bend over and she can actually have a little bit of a garden. But between her taking so long to decide where she wants it and then everything that's been going on around here, we still have not got that thing. Well, we did yesterday. We put it in place and we filled it. I mixed up 3 different kinds of bags of dirt stuff to be a good mix for that planter, and we put it in yesterday. But mixing all that up is what how I messed up my hand. So, but I'm really thinking maybe I have a touch of arthritis in these 2 fingers because they have felt kind of a little bit. I don't know how to explain it. Tight, something a little different for several months. But anyway, there we go. There's Helen Keller, and we got another one of these. I think I want something with color this time. Yeah, let's do that. Don't know if we can use any of this stuff. Okay, that's too big. Even if we like it, it's too big. Okay, we can stick that in there. Well, it was something that I thought maybe I could do um, because I wasn't feeling like trying to sew in that signature after how I abused my finger getting my ring off. Um, so so this seemed like a good thing. Yeah, I had a stamp just laying on my table here, and I thought, oh, that'll work. Let's do that. That's kind of weird. Let's try it with this. We'll take it off the edge like that. I can't get my fingers to work right. I think I like that a little bit better than this, just because there's purple and pink and yellow and stuff in here that I think looks good with that. And the green looks good because it's flowers. I guess I might should. My father had rheumatoid arthritis, and um, of course his attacked him in the knees first, and so the way things were for him, he was also much younger than I am when he started having trouble with it. Um, this reminds me more of what um, my grandmother had. She just had a couple of knuckles that bothered her and one toe, and that was what bothered her arthritis. Uncle Arthur, she called it. I'm having a date with Uncle Arthur today, she would say when it was bad. Anyway, um, I do know when I eat sugar and carbohydrates, it's worse. So, and I have been because I've been just getting stuff, um, going fast food lately because I've just been too tired to try to cook anything. But I'm beginning to start cooking again. So you're having a day with Uncle Arthur too. Yeah, having a date with Uncle Arthur. So do y'all think that looks okay, or do you think I should do something different? Well, I'm waiting on you to tell me what you think. I'm going to go ahead and ink this one. I don't know why. I don't. Sometimes I ink, sometimes I don't. But for some reason, this one looked like it wanted to be inked. Barbara likes it. Stacy says it looks good. All right. One thing about these that are really pretty simple is that you don't have to. Okay, I'll let this sit too long. It plugged itself up. Um, it's not hard to put it back where you want it. Except now I can't remember which way I had it. I don't think that's how it was, but that's how we're going to put it down. What I hate the most is that this is my left hand and I'm left handed. But I guess that's kind of the way it works. The one you use the most is the one that causes you the problems. Okay, I'm going to lay this down here. Stay put. And then I'm going to get my little piece of stuff here and press it down. Hi, Sherry. You might fall asleep. You've had a rough day. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I know where you're sitting though because I've kind of had a hard day too. That's why I'm so glad to be here with y'all. I needed I needed some fun. Okay. Oh, that went moved it. Moved it. Moved it. Now oh shoot. Now it doesn't go off the edge like I wanted, but it's just going to have to be that way. I'm glad you're here, Sherry. I do too. I enjoy this little journal. I haven't done a whole lot in it. You'd think I don't like it as much as I've let it sit, but I do like it. My problem is I like everything. And the thing I like the most is doing new things. And so so I have fun with something for a little while and then I move on and do something else for a while and then I come back, to something that I did in the past. And that's why we're back to this little journal. I just saw a stamp sitting there and thought, oh, yeah, I want to do that. Okay. And I'm just going to let that leaf go ahead and hang off because this page is smaller than the others, so it won't matter. When I throw them over here, they're really loose, so I don't worry about them gluing to each other. So far, that hasn't happened. For those of you who are new, this is the first one we did today. And then this one. And now this one. And I like that because it's small, you can't, you know, you kind of gotta, ooh, this might be, this might be good on this page because it's dark and the page is dark. If I can get this, I'm just going to let it be torn. Just let it be torn. And I don't think I like that white on there, especially since this is a black page. We'll let something else light be in front of it to set it off. Okay. Yeah. And they're free. And I already had them. I didn't even have to go steal them. Okay. Now this is kind of really coppery looking. The sun on here is really coppery looking. So I'm thinking something like this might be fun to put behind it. Let's see how much bling we can put on this page. Have to kind of spread it out so the stamp is not. Coppery ring set. Your little coppery rings might be good with that one. Um, I'm sorry, but I am completely not sure what you're talking about, Barbara. Coppery ring set. Um, do I have some coppery rings? Oh, okay. This is really just fiber rolled up. Is that what you're talking about? Okay, I know I want this. So let's just go ahead and do it. Hi, Julie. I'm so glad you're here. I'm sorry you're having buffering issues. That seems to be your nemesis. I wish we could slay that dragon for you, but I don't. I don't know how. Okay. I don't know if that'll actually be enough to hold that down or not. I'm definitely going to have to use the art glitter glue with this. Okay, I'm going to put this on there, and then I'm going to get it's not really the thing you should use to spread it, but it's what I'm doing anyway. Okay. It only happens on my lives. That is really strange to me. And I don't know what I'm doing different than other people do that would cause you that problem. It doesn't make sense. I believe you 100%, but it doesn't make any sense. And it's not fair. I agree with that too. Okay, we gotta. I need something. Let's see. Something that's not going to stick to it. Well, that evidently was not something that wouldn't stick to it. Okay. Well, there's what that one looks like. Messy glue and all. If it wasn't for the messy glue, I would really like it, but I think that should dry clear, so maybe it'll be okay. Okay. Well, that's what it looks like. When Tanya's my guest, it doesn't happen. That's even weirder. Teresa, I had, there are those punches, and I just had a little one that did one or two holes, but that you can punch out for make those happy planners that use the rings. And I just use that punch. I don't have it anymore because I got rid of all the rings. I don't particularly like this kind of binding for most things, so I got rid of it. But I just punched the holes in these little paint chips and then stuck them in there. Um, it was real easy to do. It took a while because I could only do one card at a time. But um, anyway, I don't know why that's not sticking down either. Okay, well, I got that one really gluey, so I hope it looks better later. Here's a copper one. It's called Molten Pearl. It's kind of a goldish copper. Let's see, I've got these stamps left that I was thinking I would try to use. I kind of like this one. It's a castle in Canada. That's true. I do use StreamYard when Tanya's on with me. Okay. Um, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try next Monday using StreamYard when I stream, Julie, and let's see if I'm even if I'll be streaming by myself, but let's see if that makes a difference. Um, if StreamYard makes a difference, because yeah, I do use StreamYard when I'm streaming with Tanya, and a lot of people do stream through those um those kinds of programs like StreamYard, even when they stream by themselves. I've just always gone ahead and used, like today, just used YouTube because it's easier and I'm lazy. But I will definitely start streaming on StreamYard if that helps. So we will try it out next Monday. That doesn't look good with that one. Maybe this one. I put some arnica cream on it this morning, but I've soaked my hand in ice water and used Dawn liquid to yank my ring off and done a lot of stuff since then. So that arnica stuff hasn't really had much chance to work. I need to put some more on. But not right now. My air conditioner is kind of messing with things. Okay, this might be fun because that's a basket, and this looks kind of baskety. Okay, yeah, let me know because I'm really interested. I'm paying for StreamYard, so I'll go ahead and use it all the time if it does make a difference. But I know there's a lot of lag in StreamYard too, and that's one reason um why I did why I didn't ever bother to use it when I was by myself. Um, let's see. I don't want it so squarey. It's all I tend to try to make everything kind of symmetrical, and it's not necessarily the best plan. Okay, I think I'm going to try to take this. I don't know why some days I can tear these and they never mess up a single stamp, and other days, like today, it's not working that way. There we go. I think it's because I'm not wanting to use that motion right there. Oh, but see, now I like these elements, but getting them all to look like they belong on here is not quite as easy as I thought it would be. All right, let's try putting this one in a different spot. I tend to always put them down um, down in that corner because that's what I like the best. Sorry. I'm getting frustrated. Let's see, here I go again. Okay, let's put this down here. I'm not so happy with this one. Okay, tell me what you think about that, and if you don't think it's good, what do you think would be better? I have some feathers. They won't fit on these pages, but they're pretty. Let's see. I have just a second. Hmm. Well, I always put the stamp down, so I'm going to move the gold down since. So you like the stamp down? See, that's the reason I was moving it up was because I always put it, I always like it down. And so, I was just thinking I might could stick this. But that's more of a more is more, though, isn't it? Well, I think having this dark spot there kind of helps the stamp show up better. What do y'all think? The feather's good. Okay. My camera is crooked. Okay. The white was too much. Yeah, and it's not really white, but the color of it doesn't really show up. Um, it was very light though. Okay. All right. So far, everybody's good with that. So I'm going to turn it upside down, and then I'm going to glue it from that direction. Oops. I'm glad, Sherry. There's a kind of a back feather back there that's all right. That let me find some real what do you call that stuff? Wax paper or plastic or something like that that will. I'm bound to have something that'll make that stick down. Oh, where did I put my parchment paper? I didn't put it back up, so it's got to be over here. I don't think I used it all. Here it is. Okay. Okay, don't really want that on the ground. Okay, here we go. Let it. I'm going to go ahead and, where did I put the stamp? Oh, there it is. I'm going to go ahead and put the stamp down and then we'll press it some more. Just going to sit here and hold it a minute. Well, that looks icky now. The glue came up above where I wanted it to be. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and put this here and turn the page. There's that one. Okay, now we've got some orange. And this lady from Budapest has almost this exact same color there. I think this will look good with it. Uh-oh, what's that? Yeah, we'll set her in the middle of that. Now we need something to go behind it. What would we put behind it? Well, maybe we give her the gold. What do you think about this? It's kind of hard to get it to. Is that stretching it? Does that look good? I don't know. Maybe this needs to be not so big. Okay, I know I want this, so let's just go ahead and put that down because um, as many things as we can get to not fluff up from the air conditioner, the better off we are. Okay, Sherry likes it. Okay. Let's go ahead and trim that off and see if it'll. Nope, I got it going the wrong way. No, it's gonna just, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Cut the leaves shorter. See, I was trying to get it to go off the page. How short would you want them, Sherry? How short would you want them? I'm trying to. Maybe like that, or should I go even shorter? How about like that? Sherry says that's good, so we're going to go with it. All right. Well, I've got to find me a chair to use in the house. This one won't work with the desk I'll be using as my table in the house. So I've been trying to find. I went to thrift stores yesterday because that's where I usually get my desk chairs because I don't like to spend a lot of money on them. Anyway, I couldn't find anything at a thrift store that didn't have the back kind of broken in it, which is the one I had in the dining room did that, and that's why I'm looking for another one for in there. Anyway, I couldn't find anything. The only one I found that was decent, they wanted like $60 for it, and I could get a brand new one for $20 more than that. So I might actually buy me a brand new chair for the first time as far as office chairs go. All right. Now, this is going to be another one of those things where I'm not sure how good it'll go down. There's a lot of fuzzy stuff on this yarn, so it's. Anyway, the one that I'm looking at right now, I've looked at hundreds of them, I think. It feels like hundreds anyway, online. I looked at Sam's because I can get free shipping there. And no, not that. We'll end up making a mess. Okay, here we go. I finally found one at overstock.com that's only going to cost me $70 plus tax because it's on sale and they don't charge shipping. I don't know if they don't charge shipping all the time or if they just don't charge shipping right now. But but anyway, I haven't bought anything from them in years and years. But I still have an account with them, so they still send me emails all the time. Okay, it's hard to glue string down and get it to stay down without picking up when you pick up. Ah, okay. Maybe best for your back to have a new one. You deserve it. Oh, well, thank you, Sherry. And I don't know if I deserve it or not, but And you know, when you buy one online like that, it's hard to know if it's good for your going to be good for your back or not. But one thing about it is it will scoot up under the desk that's in there, and because it doesn't have arms. No, it does have arms, but you don't have to put the arms on. And so I'm not going to put the arms on. This chair that I'm using out here, I'm going to leave out here for Ethan to use to build models out here. We're going to make this his place to build model kits, and the arms on this one don't come off, and it's also too wide to go in that desk space, and the one I found is exactly wide enough to go in there. So a chair, yeah, Julie, I'm going to get a new chair for my when I move my stuff into the house. And I'm gonna try to stream in there on Monday, and just take my stuff in there and stream, because I want to see if it'll work. See if my lighting will work and all of that before I move my whole craft room in there. I need to make sure I can stream and make videos from in there. Um, anyway, I think it'll be a good chair. It looks like it would be. So it looks a lot like this chair, and this chair is really pretty comfortable. Um, I will miss being able to do that though. Lift up, use the arms to lift myself up and scoot back, but I think it'll be all right. Okay, there's that one. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and order it. I measured, and the chair is 20 inches wide, and the opening under my desk is 20 and 3/4. So it'll just barely fit in there. But that old desk we got when the school system was changing out their old big heavy hardwood desks for these um, lighter weight things, which is kind of sad because these are really good pieces of furniture. But anyway, we got that desk for $30, and we were living in the apartment where Ethan's living now at that time, and it took 4 men to move that desk into that apartment, and it took 4 men to move it and a lot of praying to get it into this house. And Darren told me when we got it in there, he said, we're never moving this desk again. If we move out of this house, it's staying right here. But um, Ethan, however, wants it, so he he said he would find a way to take it with him if we had to move. Okay, I like that. And that one is really simple. And I think I like it really well because how well the lettering on this picture fits with the color of the um, stamp thing. I mean the paint chip. So anyway, we will see if I can get it set up to stream in there on Monday. He's going to help me get an Ethernet connection um, at that desk. He says it won't be a big deal. We have a Ethernet cord that I can. He's just got to dig it out of from behind that big old desk, and um, whoops, to use it. Okay, I'm not thinking I like that. Let's see if we can find something we can switch out. That one's possible. I want to do one of these and just trade them out, but I think that may be the same one as. No, it's not exactly, but it's close. Okay, we're going to use this one. So I'm going to take this one out. That is something I like about this system, is being able to do that. And we're going to put this one back in here. All right. And then we're going to put this in here. And that's what we're going to work on for this one. Oh, I'm tired. I feel like the last month I've been getting up at 7 o'clock and working and going and going and doing until about 11 o'clock at night. And I think I'm kind of tired of that. I don't mind getting up at 7, but I don't like to feel like I'm rushing around getting things done until almost 11. That I wish that would work. I wish it was the right size because that just looks really pretty just like that. This is a teal and green. It looks really blue on the camera, but this is kind of green and this is turquoisey. It would look real pretty, but it's just too big. I don't know why that's in with my scraps, but I probably just picked it up and threw it in there. Okay, let's see what else we could. Ooh, maybe this. Maybe this. Pretty happy male flower. No, not that. It might go with this. That's gorgeous on there just like that. But I need a stamp. Okay, let's take this green off the back. Even though I like green. Come on. Hello, Crafty. I know I'm probably supposed to know your name, but I absolutely cannot remember it. I'm sorry. Oh, and somebody just texted me. I better make sure it's not something important. Okay. TJ just texted me and he says he can help with those live reactions. And I think that's this heart thing that we're talking about. Um, let me ask him if will it be very involved? Because if it is, we'll need to do it another time. If not, I'd like to do it now so y'all can figure out how to do it too. It would help if I could spell. I'm not sure that's how you spell that word, but anyway. I don't know if you're watching, TJ, but if you are, this would be a good time if it's not going to be a big deal to do. He's typing. We'll see what he says. Everybody's been complaining, and I don't like it either, about that heart that's just sitting there in the way of the last comment. And he's trying to help me figure that out. I'm streaming from my computer. Oh, hi, Mark. I'm glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Dawn. Dawn is crafty. I'm glad you're here, Dawn. Okay. He says it's easier if you're on a computer than on a phone. Ah, Don says if you're watching on a phone, turn it on landscape and the heart goes away. That's good to know if that's what you're doing. Okay. He says on a computer, go to YouTube Studio. From the top right, click Create. Go live. To open the live control room, click the Stream tab, click Edit, then Customization, then select Reactions. You should be able to change it from there, although I don't know if you can change it while you're streaming. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll try that later. Um, I'll try it when I'm not streaming because I do think I'm not in. I do think it'll be easier to do then. So we will see. We will see. Okay. I really like that flower, but I'm not sure if it's. Part of me just wants to use like half of it. Then I could use the other half something else. Okay. Well, that was very nice of him. Okay, I kind of like that, but I want the darker orange, I think, because this has got some orange. It's pink and orange. Okay, you can do it while you're live. All right, well, I don't want to mess with it while I'm live. If I can do it while I'm not live, I'd rather do it then so I don't have to take up my live streaming time figuring it out. But if it's something you turn off, in YouTube and it doesn't come back on, not some, then that'll be great. So, okay, I do think I want to use half of this and use the other half for something else later. So let's just do this. Let me put that there. Hmm. You can turn it off before each stream. Not sure if off means off for all. Oh, okay. Well, yuck. I want it to just be off and be done. I wish YouTube would just let me do things like that instead. There's so many things that you have to do before each stream that I would just like to make a default setting for those things and not have to deal with it. But anyway, a default setting. That's what I want. YouTube, if you're listening, I just want some default settings that I can set it up and it's like that all the time. Okay, I think I need some turquoisey something. There's some light blue. There's some kind of darker blue. There's orange, but I need some turquoisey something. Um, all right, let me find some turquoisey something. I still kind of want to use that leaf. I mean feather. but it's only, it's too big. It's just too big. So quit thinking about it, Lisa. Oh, there's my other stamp I was going to do a page with. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Would this be better? I don't know if it would be better. Okay, maybe that's still too much. Hmm. I can't decide. Okay, well, I'm thinking about it. I'm going to go ahead and kind of take off a lot of that white stuff because I think that's bugging me. We'll see if that's what's bugging me about it or not. Okay. Are y'all still here or is everybody going and trying to figure out how to turn that thing off? Stacy's here. Thank you, Stacy. I like knowing for sure I'm not alone. I don't need to be doing too much cutting, I don't think. I think I slept on it funny last night. That's why it bothered me so much this morning. You went in but didn't find it. Maybe it only shows up when you're streaming. I think it's where you're when you're setting up to stream. Do y'all want me to try to figure it out now since Janice says you can? I just didn't want to mess with it, but okay, that does make me happier. It does, it does. I'm not sure if I like both of these things going up and down though. Maybe we need to do something like this. And maybe this needs to be a little bit shorter so it's not peeking out underneath that. I do want to leave some of the, original page. It is under reactions, but I'm not sure where reactions is. So, okay, no, don't like that. I can't get my fingers to work right. And I don't like that either, being able to get my fingers to work. Okay, let's turn this all around here and see if it's better. Like this. Oh, well, let's have the stamp at least go in the right direction. I think I like that a little bit better. I still can't decide. Under setup, when you come in settings, yeah, I would have to go back kind of out of here in order to do that. And I don't want to do that. So I'll do it. I'll do it later and I'll figure out, I'll set up you turn off live reactions. Okay. It may say advanced. Okay. Yeah, I'll try it later. I just don't really want to mess with it right now. What do y'all think about this? Does it need something else? Thanks, Barbara. I do too. And that gives me one I can use another day, which I like. All right. Don't think it needs anything else. Okay, good. All right. Let me find it. I know I brought it out here. I want to try the um, press and seal idea. Oh, I'm not sure what I did to brand new box. I thought I had some somewhere, but I couldn't find it, so I had to go buy some. Okay. And I'm just going to cut off a square because I don't need a whole sheet. And then we'll roll this back on there. I think I can roll it back. I don't know. I've never tried to roll it back. Okay, evidently that's not easy to do, so we won't roll it back. We'll just go ahead and we'll just keep this one out for another one. Okay. We're just going to do it quick because I don't want that to happen, Teresa. Thank you for letting me know. All right, let's take it back over here. Okay, that worked pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and put a little more glue under some of it because I didn't do a lot of glue. I was in too big of a hurry, and I also didn't want to take the chance of getting the glue on the press and seal and making it um, I didn't quite stay straight when I did it, but it's done. And it worked pretty well, actually. Let's get a little under here. Okay, that's fun. Yes, it is, Teresa. It is 99 degrees here right now, and it'll be hotter than that when I go pick Hannah up at 6. It seems like it gets hotter and hotter until about 6, and then it finally starts going down. All right, what do y'all think? I think I like it. All right, we got 2 more stamps. I don't know if we have time to do them both, but we will see. Maybe we can do them both. Which one of these stamps do you think will go best on this page? And I do want to leave the backing behind these two because I like it. I think it sets them off really good. This one is a Canadian stamp of a castle. And then this one is a flower. The dark one. So is that this one? The flower. So we got flower and dark. So I'm going to take both of those as meaning this one. I know that the flower one is, but this one is darker than that one. So you like the contrasty? Well, they're both kind of contrasty. I guess this one is more so. Now what to put with it? Because I like the contrasty too. Oh. Trying to decide if I want some of this behind it. Oh, sorry, Teresa. Let's see. Let's see what else we can find. Here's a bit of green, and it's exactly the right green to go with that flower. So I like that. What else will go with it? I like using my papers that I've made, but I also like using maps and music paper and stuff like that. So let's see what we've got down here. Here's a ticket. We haven't used any tickets. Here's some more. I don't know which one of the colors will be better with this. Maybe none of them. These are tickets that I had white tickets and I just made them. Oh, there's an individual flower. I mean feather flower. Goodness, Lisa. There's a black leaf. It has a white paint spot on it, which I don't particularly like. No, it doesn't even show up. It doesn't show up. Ooh. Here are some big butterflies. I don't know if this will work. It might just take away from everything else that's here, but I thought we would see if we could. No, the butterfly's too big. Too big. We'll use it on something else. Okay, here's some map. I'm not sure that those colors actually work well, though. We could put some of Barbara's building on here. No, don't think that goes either. How about a little music? How about a little music? Music is always welcome. I agree. And Stacy says the orange ticket. Okay, let's. So what do y'all think? Yep, Stacy says. Barbara says that's it, but I don't know if that was for this or before. These are getting really fat. I'm probably going to have to take some of these out and not keep as many on here. Not the ticket, Barbara says. Oh, with the music. Yeah. Well, it does need something else besides just the music and the thing, I think. And if you don't think a ticket works, what would work? There's another ticket. There's a bow. Won't work though. It's not a good color to go with this. Ooh, how about some of this? Okay. Move the stamp to the left and the ticket down a little bit. You like the tacking stuff better than the ticket? Well, the ticket is kind of focal pointy. And I do want the stamp to be the focal point. But I think it does need something else. This says forever. This is a ticket to forever, maybe. What do you do with all the books you make? I set them on shelves unless I give them away or sell them, Dana. Um, when I move into the dining room, I'm going to have a shelf where I can display books better than I can out here. And that will be nice. But that's what I do. If I don't sell them or give them away, I just set them up there and pull them out and look at them once in a while. And I don't typically sell books unless somebody says, "Ooh, I would like to buy that one." um, except once in a while, I've made journals that I made specifically to sell. But most of the time, when I'm making them, I'm not making them to sell. That just happened to do it because someone says they want it. Barbara says, "My kitty is getting antsy to get outside. I think I'd better head off and make that happen." That's probably a good idea, Barbara. Probably a good idea. I think I like that, just like that. I like it with the ticket there, but maybe tucked in a little more like this, instead of the way I had it before. I'm also thinking that this might be a good one to put everything except the stamp down and then stamp on top of it, kind of like I did that first one. I can't decide. I can't decide. Where did I put my press and seal stuff? It's probably in here stuck on something. Yep, there it is. All right, let's just do this for now. And then I think I'm going to do this. And I'm just going to glue the bottom and then add the other stuff back in on top. The ticket and the I pushed that down too hard. If you don't push it down, it doesn't do that. But alrighty, bye-bye, Barbara. Okay, let's. What I can't decide is, do I want the ticket to be stamped on too, or to have it on top of the other stamping too? Thank you, Barbara. I think I'm going to stamp behind both of those. Okay, let's see what we can find to put on here. Oh, I don't know if I want to cover the whole thing like I did before or just put like that right there. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, let's ink her up and see. But which part do I want to use? I think I'm going to use this down here. Huh. Kind of wish I'd done it over here now. Well, that'll be all right. We're going to be happy with it. All righty. What do y'all think? Does that look good? Does it need anything else? Did I botch it up? Oh, I have to show you what I found at the thrift store. Do you remember these? Do any of you remember these? It's to erase when you type on a typewriter and then brush it off your paper. I love it. I haven't even tried to erase anything with it. I don't know if it actually erases. It's so old, but let's try it and see. Oh, y'all can't even see that. It's way down there. Okay, let's try it here. Of course, it doesn't show up very much in the camera anyway, but you can see why you need the little brush, because you get a lot of eraser stuff coming off on it. Of course, this is sturdier than paper. I would have probably rubbed a hole in the paper already. It doesn't erase really good, but I don't think it erased really good when I was taking typing class many moons ago either. And I think I've actually got it a little too pointy, so it's not sturdy enough to erase very good. There we go. That's a little better. Anyway, I just thought it was fun. Yeah, I hated them too, but they're a pretty color. They're a green, a turquoise green, and I thought this could come in handy. Anyway, they were like a quarter for all of them, so I bought them. Okay, we're going to call that one good, and I just have one more, and it's working out time-wise to be about perfect. Let's see. I really think that basket weave stuff looks really good with this. I like using the paint swatches. Got to use them for something. Let's see if we want to stick another ticket in here. Just because they're sitting there. And they don't have to be straight. I've been doing them all straight today, but the other ones weren't all straight, I don't think. Actually, I think the only one that wasn't straight was Elvis. Use the green ticket. Well, this one's green. It's just a different, a lighter green. Oh, I'm definitely going to have to get off. See, I bruised it pretty bad when I was taking that ring off. I tell you, I don't think I've ever had my finger hurt that bad when I was trying to take that ring off. I don't know what to think about that. I don't know what to think about that. The lighter one looked better. I thought so too. I'm glad you agree with me. It doesn't take over like the darker one did. So, what do you think? Let's do this in front instead of behind that. I think that looks better. It's just one little thing, but I think it makes a difference. I think I like that. Oh, add stamping and voila. All right, what stamping should I add? Let's see what else I've got over here. So far today I've used this one and this one. Let's see what else we could do. I've got circles, I've got squiggles. I'm trying to find things that don't cover up too much. Got those. Oh, y'all can't even see. I forget how close I am here. Okay. We've got hearts with a line. We've got hearts. We got circles with dots, squiggles and big circles. Sherry says squiggles. Janice says hearts, question mark. Need some more votes, gang. Janice says hearts with a line. Okay, so we've got hearts with a line and squiggles. Right now, those are the two we're looking at. Anybody else want to voice an opinion? I'll wait a second. If not, I think I've got an idea of how to use both of these. Okay. There may be a lag, and that may be why nobody said anything, but I do need to glue stuff down first. I do need to glue stuff down first. Okay, I'm going to take this off. Put those two together like that. And then I'm going to use glue stick just to see how this will work, because I've never tried this method before and I want to play with it a little bit. All right, now then we're going to peel this off slowly and carefully. All righty. That's glue stick didn't do good on wallpaper. I know that. And this is a textured base, which I wasn't thinking about either. All right, let's see if we can use this glue that's all over my hands here. All right, we're going to add a little more down here. We're going to have to definitely use this glue. The glue stick is not enough for that textured paint chip. Okay, I got to clean my hand. and let that glue dry a little bit before we try to stamp on it. Okay, I may be going to mess this up by what I'm going to do here, but we will see. We will see. All right. Exactly, Janice. Exactly. And I'm probably going to end up getting squiggles on my next page. I didn't think about that. Should have taken it off. And okay, there's the squiggles. And now we're going to glue this down. Now I have a question for you. I'll tell you what I was planning to do, and y'all tell me if you think it's a good idea or if I should do something different. Okay, my plan was to do this with red since there's some, oh, I really covered up that ticket more than I wanted to. Okay. Was to use this hearts and go right here and do it with red since there's some red here. What do you think? Should I do that or should I do it with black? Put your pin in your glue. Good idea. Thank you. See, this is why I need y'all around. Well, it's one of the reasons. Red or black? There's a little bit of red here and a little bit of red in that, but not a lot, which is what made me think it would be fun to add the red. Janice says it sounds good to her, and nobody else has said anything, so we're going to go with that. Now I got to find my red. Let's go ahead and put that glue lid on too. Got to figure out which, of course, that wasn't the right one. Burgundy red. Let's see. I have one that's called plum. And then I have this one. These are the darkest reds I have. Let's see here. This is plum. And then this is the red. I think this matches what's in here and here better than this does. But it doesn't have to match. That's just what I was planning to use because it does. It's too purpley. That's what I thought too. Okay, we're going to use this one. Because Janice and I agree that that one is too purpley. Alrighty. We'll see what happens. Okay, this is what we end up with. that black ink does not want to stick to that paint chip very well. It did that on the other one too. So now I know it's the paint chip, and I thought it was my stamping, but this paint chip, it would be fine on, but these textured ones, not so great. Alrighty, let's fold it over here. Well, it'll be all right. It doesn't matter if it gets on the back. See, this is already really fat. I'm thinking that I need to take out some of these. Let's just do that real quick because I do want it. We may end up having to call this book done, but I want to see if I can leave a few to do a few more in here. It's really not good to take out that many at once, so I'm just want to do it as fast as I can. Yeah, this may be done. Let's go ahead and take out some more. It is chunky, and I like chunky fine, but with this kind of closure, I don't really want it to go past past fitting in there well. See, that'll fit now, but if I add any more in it, it's probably not going to. So let's go ahead and take out some more. Okay, I'm going to leave those. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 more. I think I may not want to use it anymore because it really does fill it up. I think I don't. I think I'm just going to call it done. And we'll make a new book to work on stamps. Because that fits perfect in that ring. And any more is not going to. So we'll do these. We'll use them for something else. And we'll make us a new little stamp book. That's true. I could buy some more discs. I just got rid of everything else I had with these discs. And so I don't know if I want to buy more of them or not. Of course, I could probably find some at the thrift store cheap, and then it would be good. So here's my book. We're going to call this book done. I really like this one. That was such an unusual stamp and nothing like the kinds of things I normally do. I really like this one too. And then I did all the rest of these today. And I love them. I'm happy. Thank you all for being here and playing with me. Okay, well, I'll look because I'd be willing to pay $1.25 for some to make another book because I think that amount probably there would probably make another book about like this. So I won't throw them away. I'll look and see if I can find some. Let's just get an idea here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, this would actually make a bigger book. So I'll have to see if I can find rings that are bigger than that. If Dollar Tree has rings that are bigger than that. They're with the new journaling by Jot stuff. Okay, thanks, Brittany. So I'm happy. I'm going to leave it sitting like this, though, so those things can dry without sticking to each other. And since I couldn't carve stamps today, it was nice to be able to use some. So I keep feeling like I need to pop my knuckle, but it doesn't pop. So anyway. I appreciate y'all coming and playing with me today. I had lots of fun, and I enjoyed this and enjoyed getting to play with my stamps. I haven't played with them in a long time, so that was nice too. It was also fun to use this. Where's it? There. This press and seal stuff. It does work. And if you're careful when you don't press it too hard and you pull it off slowly, it comes off okay. I pressed really hard the one time that it tore a little bit off that old music paper. But other than the old music paper, it didn't tear anything. I thought it might the pages where I painted on, but it didn't. So that's a thing to keep in mind too. Yes, I'm definitely going to go ice my finger. I'll have enough time to do that and relax a little bit before I have to go get Hannah. So um, I'm going to go. Love you all. Thank you for coming. God bless you. And I'll see you. Um, well, I'll see you at Tanya's stream on Sunday. Hopefully, she'll be able to stream Sunday. And then Monday, I'm going to try to stream in the house and with StreamYard to make sure, see if Julie has buffering or not. So we're going to do a couple of experiments, and hopefully I'll be able to have this heart thing on then too. We'll see. Bye bye.